Many thanks to Felix Rection Squad, Classman in the servers, Sgt. Peppers, Sea of Thoughts Cloud, Sovereign RP server, the Struggle Community, the Karma Crew servers, Darts, Designful, Friendly DayZ Podcast, and the Settlement for making this video possible. DayZ Experimental 1.29 has just been released for the second time, so I'm going to go over what's new, changed, and removed since the last time we got 1.29, along with why Badlands might release sooner than we expect. The devs just finished a live stream announcing the re-release of 1.29 on Experimental and even gave us a new article and a set of updated patch notes here. Comparing the previous patch notes to this new version, there are some changes, so the patch notes are where the details are at, where the first new detail that we have is that damage from crafted and blunt melee weapons will be higher this patch. This most likely means that we're going to do more health damage with these weapons because blunt weapon damage is already really high when it comes to shock, but one thing that we do know for sure is that infected and animals will be easier to kill with melee weapons. We just don't know how much yet, which I will cover in a melee changes video. Sadly, it looks like I won't be doing a loot changes video though, as the major loot overhaul that they were speaking about for the last few months is not going ahead. It looks like it's dead. This is what they said exactly in the new article they just released. So by the wording they used here, it appears, and this is a strong appears, that they're not going to be making loot changes at all now, at least until after Badlands releases, which might release sooner than we were predicting. I predicted October 2026 for the full release of Badlands, but based on what they've said just now, Badlands dev blogs will begin at the end of March or before the end of March, so in around 1 month from now. That changes the predicted release date to August to September time, 1 or 2 months sooner than I was expecting. Based on this, my guess is that there's going to be an experimental patch for Badlands like there was for Sakau, containing a lot of the mechanics that's going to be in Badlands, and they're going to test it during August and September, and then maybe 6 weeks later the full release will happen on all platforms for Badlands. But again, that is just a guess. That is what happened last time, but it doesn't mean it's going to happen again. What we do get for now though is a 400% server performance increase with this version of 1.29, so there should be much less lag and desync issues in this patch of 1.29, and they even fixed a server crash exploit that was triggered by players, and players using this exploit could do various other things. I'm not going to mention what they are, but there were certainly things that players do not like. Other fixes include indoor suppressed gunshots not being broken in this patch and being able to wring out your clothes on a boat or after climbing, but like most updates in DayZ, there are some new issues such as break action guns causing lag and items disappearing from your inventory or containers. Strangely enough, the last 1.29 patch notes said they're going to add a new promo to the main menu. Here it is here, but this new version of the patch notes said they've removed the promo section entirely from the main menu. I have no idea what this is about. The new patch notes also don't include this part about nights being brighter on first-person servers, so maybe this idea was scrapped due to feedback. So this version of 1.29, based on these patch notes, is not going to have brighter nights on first person. There's been a lot of feedback when it comes to exploits in this current version of DayZ, but other than a certain glitch that can teleport you through base walls, there's no news on other exploits being fixed, although they usually don't announce major exploit fixes, so maybe we do have fixes with this version of 1.29. When stable 1.29 gets released in 4 to 6 weeks for everybody, the latest gen of consoles for Xbox and PlayStation will get a different version of DayZ for free. This different version though is not going to be immediate improvements to graphics or whatever else on the latest generation of consoles, and is only a step towards an enhanced experience, with the enhanced experience actually releasing with Badlands, so it's not releasing with 1.29. Finally, for DayZ news and the latest version of 1.29, they will wipe servers with the release of stable 1.29, so in 4 to 6 weeks servers will be wiped, but I'm not sure if it's going to be a full wipe, so characters too, so this could mean that characters are saved like in the last wipe we got, and they're going to release a roadmap for DayZ in 2026 when this wipe happens, so in 4 to 6 weeks we're going to get a DayZ roadmap. For now, I'm going to do some digging in the game files about this new update and see if I can find anything new, but if you want to know the details of 1.29 or what we already know about it, I've put links to some videos down below for the major additions that you need to know about. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good day.